In a new round of coordinated punitive measures, the United States, Britain, Canada and European allies have slapped new sanctions on the Belarusian regime of Alexander Lukashenko. The planned sanctions aim to hold Belarus accountable for ongoing attacks on democracy and violation of human rights. A joint statement from the United States, Britain, Canada and the European Union said the sanctions were in response to continuing attacks on human rights and fundamental freedoms in Belarus, disregard for international norms and repeated acts of repression. The statement demanded Lukashenko's regime immediately and completely halt its orchestrating of irregular migration across its borders with the EU, demanding an end to Lukashenko's campaign of repression. It further calls for unconditional and immediate release of almost 900 political prisoners.
This is the fifth time the United States has imposed sanctions on Belarus since August of 2020, and the third joint action with the European Union, the United Kingdom and Canada this year alone. It reflects our united determination to act in the face of the increased repression, including the detention of nearly 900 political prisoners, and in response to the Lukashenko regime's callous exploitation of vulnerable migrants from other countries and the regime's orchestration of migrant smuggling into the European Union.
Sanctions have been widened on officials and businesses as well as Lukashenko's second son for allegedly stoking a migration crisis for political reasons. The EU sanctions targeted mainly entities and individuals, including military commanders involved in the migrant crisis, as well as judges involved in political repression. Britain named several prominent journalists it called propagandists for the Lukashenko government. UK has also blacklisted Belarus. It is one of the world's leading producers of potash fertilizers and also a top earner of foreign exchange for the country. State airline Belavia, tour operators and hotels have also been targeted. These all are accused of collaborating with the Belarusian government and luring thousands of Middle Eastern migrants. This led to a migration and humanitarian crisis at the Polish-Lithuanian border. In return, Belarus has denounced expanded Western sanctions. The Belarusian Foreign Ministry slammed the sanctions. The ministry said in a statement, the depth of the absurdity of the EU's decision is by now difficult to comprehend. The ministry also accused the West of demonizing Belarus and vowed tough retaliatory measures. The ministry went ahead to accuse the European Union of playing geopolitics and satisfying the pragmatic business interests of certain European circles. After the disputed 2020 re-election of Lukashenko, the United States and its allies have steadily expanded sanctions on the ex-Soviet nation. Western capitals have refused to recognize the vote, but Lukashenko has retained the support of Russia's President Vladimir Putin. The regime has allegedly responded to the mounting sanctions by encouraging thousands of migrants to fly to Belarus. They were given the hopes of entering the EU through Poland. Last month, about 2,000 people camped out on the border, but Lukashenko denies he is responsible for the influx. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.